Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you a game between Liren and Magnus Carlsen at the Rapid and Blitz tournament in Kolkata, India. So this is the round 14 and so it's the final day of this match and this tournament, and Magnus Carlsen is in the lead position, but this is a Blitz tournament and Blitz section of this tournament, and Liren is playing with white pieces against Magnus Carlsen, which is playing with the black pieces. So let's hop into the game and see what happens. Liren opens with the d4, e6, c4, f5, g3. So Dutch defense is on the board. Knight to e6, bishop to g2, d5, opening the center, knight to f3, bishop to d6, bishop to f4, just threatening the bishop, and if black captures this bishop, it's going to ruin a white pawn structure. But okay, Magnus goes for that, and a pawn captures at f4, and Magnus goes for castle. Knight to c3, c6, e3, b6, and already knight to e5. So it's good position for the knight. For the moment, it defends his squares here and makes a little bit hard for the black to develop, at least for the moment. So bishop first to b7, so he can now, he's defending now this pawn, and knight can move after that. And rook to c1. Knight b to d7, attacking the centered knight here and also developing the pieces, and in future connecting the rooks, probably. So queen to a4. Knight captures e5, captures the nice placed knight there in the middle, and Ding captures and attacks the knight there. So knight has to move to e4, and pawn captures at d5 also, and knight to e2. Just maneuvering with the knight and getting it in the better square, since this c file is now open. So you want your rook in this file now, holding it instead of knight being in there in front of. So rook goes to c8, rook captures c8, and queen to c8. So queen is already holding this nice file for, and white doesn't have haven't even castle yet. So just threatening, maybe knight can't move yet, and threatening to come with the check in future if the knight moves. Bishop to c6, attacking the queen, and queen goes to b4. Knight to g5, king to d2, queen to d7, rook to c1, rook goes back to defend, rook to c8, knight to f4, threatening this pawn here, and also some ideas that he could come this way and attack the pawn there if it gets help from a queen maybe in the later time. And knight goes to f7, bishop to f1, just getting this nice diagonal for the bishop, and if it later moves in this square here, attacking the rook. And so Magnus goes to knight to d8, and bishop to a6, attacking the rook here. bishop to b7, bishop to b5, bishop to c6, bishop to a6, like little bit repeating the moves now. Bishop to b7, and now Ding doesn't want to go threefold repetition and attacks with the rook, capturing the c8. And bishop captures, queen captures, and queen to e7. h6, making room for the king, and queen goes makes a check at e7, e8. King has to move. h7, getting out in the way in this c6 square with the knight, holding this, just threatening to come with the queen into this and making a checkmate. So queen goes to c4, knight to f8, queen goes back to g8, and knight captures e6. King goes back to h7, and Ding makes a check with his knight. King goes back, knight to g6. King goes back to h7. And knight to e7. Queen to b4, attacking the knight and making a check against the king, white king. Magnus is trying to get the fold here. The draw here, with just repeating the moves if it's possible. But Ding goes back with his king and getting out of the way. And it was this position when Magnus Carlsen resigned the game, since there's nothing to do here. Next move it's just checkmate by white in g8, and there's nothing to do here. I'm not sure if there was also a possibility to before make a checkmate here, but okay. Next move, it's nicely protected by the knight, this square, so queen just goes here, and there's no more checks to do with the black king to beat the black queen. So Ding Liren won 2 games against the Magnus Carlsen, and it was this tournament, but still the Magnus Carlsen got in the first place with the 19.5 points with a really nice game. 14 wins, 2 losses, and both of these were against the Ding Liren, who got into place 4. Hikaru Nakamura in the 2nd place and Wesley Shaw at 3rd place. Really nice tournament and very full of action, and these were all rapid and blitz games. So let's see where they go next. I think it's next tournament in the London, but let's see what happens there. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in another video. Thank you, bye.